I really kind of felt bad for her because dang, like, you didn't have to have kids. You know, all you had to do was not have kids, not have us, and you would be outside, okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Rose. Today's video we're going to do a faith talk. I'm going to be getting ready. This is after the faith talk, but I'm going to be getting ready and having a faith talk with you guys about pregnancy and being pregnant and my journey with that. Before we get into the video, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell for more videos. Like, I'm going to be posting a lot. I have a content calendar, so expect a lot of videos. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's not do too much talking and let's get into the video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are doing a get ready with me, and I wanted to have a little faith talk because I haven't had one in, bro, I haven't had a faith talk in a year or two, maybe 2 years. I know last year for sure I didn't have one, and I just wanted to come and talk to you guys while I do this mini skincare. Ooh. I have been so overwhelmed with joy, sadness, being a mom, exhaustion, support. It's just been a lot. And last year I didn't do anything with my social media presence. Like, I posted on TikTok here and there, but during my pregnancy, I literally did not do anything. And I feel so bad because looking back, I should have definitely documented way more and shared way more on YouTube and stuff like that. But it was just a lot, you know, being pregnant and for the first time, like, it was just a lot. I did document some stuff, and you guys saw some videos that I posted about my, like, announcing my pregnancy, my baby shower, and I am going to be posting a birth story, but it has just been a lot. Being pregnant is a lot. So I thought I'd make this video. Isaac is what, 3 months, almost 4 months now, and I really wanted to make this video, just having a faith talk, reflecting what God has been showing me, because that's what I do on this channel. If you haven't seen my faith talks before, go ahead and check them out. Like, I was looking back at them and I was like, dang, I came a long way. I came such a long way. With this channel, I really want to grow. Like, this year I want to actually make some money off of content creating and, you know, sharing my story and stuff like that. I really want to make this like something that I do, you know, like, that's one of my goals. Hopefully it happens. I'm praying for it. You know, I think this is what God has planned for me. I feel like just because I have like such a drive to do it and I have such a want to do it, and it's not all about the money for me, I feel like that's a good tell. Yeah, I'm just gonna have faith that it's gonna happen. I want this year to have a brand deal. I want to just like associate myself with brands. I want to grow my business to the point where it's making like money, you know. So those are my goals, and yeah, so just pray for me with that. But with this particular video, I wanted to talk about my pregnancy journey. I want to talk about how it was, things that I've learned about myself, and what God shared with me throughout my pregnancy journey. Pregnant, or I found out I was pregnant on my birthday, and I think I shared a video. Wait, my head. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Step back, step back. We are pregnant!
Pregnant. Are you excited? I don't know.
This is me and my husband were at Fort Lauderdale. I knew I was pregnant before, or I had a feeling I was pregnant, but you know, I just didn't want to confirm it. Like, I was scared. I was just like, no, like, it was just a scary thought to think that I was pregnant. So when we got to Fort Lauderdale, took a pregnancy test, or we came down with the pregnancy test. I took the pregnancy test, literally screamed my ears off or screamed my head off when I saw the result. And that woke up Junior, and he was like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, "Yep." And boom. And I think, like, bro, when we made that video, it was like an hour of us just like realizing that we're pregnant. It was literally insane. I found out I was pregnant, and literally that whole day we were just thinking of our next plan. And honestly, all I can think of, I need a job so that I can save up some money so that when the baby come, you know, I could be at home, because I really didn't want to put my baby in a daycare before he can like speak and tell me, you know, this is what's happening, this is what happened. Like, that was one of my things. Like, I just didn't want him to go to a daycare and have to deal with that. So I got a job. I worked until literally September, gave birth in October, and here we are in February of 2025. Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy year for me. Like, God just opened up a new door of vulnerability for me. Because let me tell y'all, I did not want to be a mother. Like, I don't know, maybe did not is a strong word. I did not inspire or aspire to be a mother. Like, growing up, I want to explain this because I know a lot of women feel like this. I've seen it in my timeline. I've seen a lot of women feel like, you know, being a mom is a huge responsibility. It's too much of a burden. It's like, it's just too much. They think they're selfish. They think they're not wired to be moms. And that is exactly where I was. Like, I felt like being a mom was going to be a burden for me. And I felt like I have like a selfish mentality where everything has to be mine. You know, like the money I make, the man that I have, the life that I live, the house, like everything just had to be mine. And that's how I felt about being married as well. Like, I didn't see marriage as like something to be so, oh my gosh, about. Like, it was just like, oh, you got married, cool. But like, being single is the life, you know? Like, I didn't think any man or any like person was worth the burden of being tied down to. And yeah, so that's how I was. And a lot of people made me feel so bad for feeling that way, especially like, I'm Haitian, right? My mom wanted kids, or my mom wanted grandkids. My dad wanted grandkids. Junior's parents wanted grandkids as well. So a lot of people just kind of expected it from us. And we just weren't, like, it wasn't something that we thought of, like, oh, let's do it. So I remember one time, like, I was talking to like a cousin, or like my friend's cousin, and she asked us like, do we want to have kids? And I told her, at first I was like, I don't know. And she was like, what do you mean you don't know? And I was like, okay, no. Like, and she made me feel so bad. Like, she made me feel like because I felt this way, I was incapable of being a mom. Like, I would be a horrible mom. And I think that played into my head too. Like, damn, am I gonna be a good mom? Am I gonna be a bad mom? Am I caring enough? You know, am I loving enough? And just having people like that responded like that, it made me feel even more bad. And that's what I don't want. I don't want to be that person to make another woman feel bad about the way they see motherhood, because motherhood is a lot. Motherhood is a lot of responsibility. Motherhood does put a load on your back. And depending on who you are, you can see it as a burden. So I just feel like, you know, like, damn, that just kind of made me feel bad. And she was someone that, like, she was, you know, she was a Christian. Like, she was, like, leading a lot of Bible studies. So her opinion, I don't know why, but it really hurt. Like, it really sting. Like, it really, like, made me so upset. You know, like, it just kind of made me feel like, ugh, I'm not cut out for this. But you know, like, at the end of the day, people who are, like, you know, Bible study leaders, pastors, they're still human beings, you know, like, they still say stupid stuff that you really have to take it up with God at the end of the day. No matter who it is, confirm it with the Lord, because they're humans just like you. Yes, she said that to me, but God said something else, so, you feel me? So when I found out I was pregnant, I was really scared. I was really like, God, are you sure? Like, are you positive? Like, this is what you want? Like, you really want me to be a mom? Like, you really think I'm capable of caring for someone? I knew I was. I have a little sister. I have, like, 2 more little sisters now. I live with my sister-in-law. Like, I take care of her. I love them. Like, I'm really a caring person. But I've never been a mother before, so I didn't know what that was going to be like. You hear me? I used to take care of kids all the time when I was younger. I used to babysit. I knew I was capable. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was just really scared. I was really nervous, but I was low-key excited. I was super excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. My belly's going to get big. I'm going to have, like, a baby, a mini me, a mini junior, like, and I wanted a boy, but then I wanted a girl, but then I wanted a boy. Like, I didn't care what I had, to be honest. I wanted whatever God was willing to give me, and honestly, I was excited to see what God was willing to give me. Like, what does God think, like, I need? Does he think I need a boy? Because, you know, boys tend to love on their mom, and, you know, like, protect their mom and really just be a mama's boy? Or does he think I need a girl? You know, like, I need a little competition when it comes to my man, you know, like, or like a little princess that I can dress up. Like, what does he think I need? And I was really excited to find out. So throughout my pregnancy, I was just in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was very much in my word. I was really just trying to figure out, okay, God, you are about to make me a mom. Why? You know, why? Why me? And God, I promise you, God told me I am more than capable of loving and caring about someone. Y'all, when I got that revelation, I was so at peace with being pregnant. It was just something came over me. I was touching my belly more. And this was like around the first trimester. And I was sick, y'all. The first trimester, I was throwing up. In the first trimester, because I found out I was pregnant pretty late, and beginning of my second trimester, I was touching my belly more. I was taking pictures. I was just really, really at peace with knowing that no matter what, I'm capable of loving you. Like, loving you beyond measures. And that just gave me the permission to enjoy my pregnancy, to be honest with you. Because, yes, I was throwing up and stuff, but I knew I was throwing up because I had a baby in my belly. Like, there's a reason why I'm throwing up. It's not because I'm sick. It's not because, I'm dying. It's because I'm growing a human being. So my throwing up was kind of like part of the game. I was just like, I remember at one point I was throwing up, but I was happy. I was like, this is for you, my son. This is for you, my daughter. This is for you, my child. I love you so much. And I understand it sucks in there. I can't wait for you to get out. I was just so, like, excited. I don't know. But yeah, but honestly, the throwing up was crazy. Like, I was super, super sick, y'all. Like, it's not fun. I really just want to motivate someone out there who is scared of being pregnant or who sees pregnancy as a burden, especially if you're married and you and your husband are ready to have a kid but not seeking to have a kid, if that makes sense. You guys have everything planned. You guys have the house, you guys have a healthy relationship, you guys have the family, you guys have everything that statistically is okay with having a baby, but there's a fear, there's a mystery and, you know, uncertainty with having a kid. I just feel like I want to tell you that you won't be selfish. Like, God, especially if you believe in Jesus, like, you are supposed to do this, especially if you can have a baby. If you end up pregnant, don't be scared. Understand that God chose you to do this. God has specifically chose the baby for you to do it with, and you have a person that is by you that is going to help you, you know. And if you are someone who's scared to become a mom because of, you know, uncertainty, selfishness, you know, you grew up and you saw crazy things and you're scared that you're gonna be, you know, in that crazy situation, just know that God already has a plan for you. You know, God already planned out your life to the T. Like, he was in the details, he was in the preparation, he was in the making, that you are going to be okay, you know? Like, you are going to prosper, you are going to succeed at this. I'll say this, like, the 4 months that I've been a mom, or the 3-4 months that I've been a mom, it has been the best journey that I've been on, you know? Like, I love that little boy so much, and I love him because there's no reason. Like, he literally can't do anything for me. I just love him for being him. I love everything about him. I love who he is, and he doesn't even have a personality yet. Like, you know, he doesn't really have a personality. Like, he doesn't talk or anything. I'm just in love with being in love with him. I'm in love with his future. I'm in love with I'm just in love with him. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you just kind of are in awe of your child, and you would do anything for them. Like, I would do anything for this baby, you know? But at the same time, I know who gave me this child, and that's Jesus. I know who chose this child for me, and that's God. So every time that I say I love him, I can't love him more than the person who gave him to me. And I seek God to know how to love him. Does that make sense? Like, I am so in love with him that I don't want to love him by myself. I have to go to God to know how to love my baby. I have to go to God to know how to love my baby when he's like crying his ears off and he's not letting me sleep, or he's like pulling on my nipples. Like, this boy. Like, sometimes I just want to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I have to go after God to know how to love him. When he pees on me, when he just does stuff that is just like, why? Why would you do that? Like, when I'm trying to change him or put on his clothes and he's moving. Like, relax. So yeah, it's just like, for anyone who has that fear of like, oh, am I gonna love my child enough? Am I gonna be a good mom? Because another thing is, the way I grew up, I saw my mom do a lot. You know, like, I saw her work so hard and then come home and have to take care of me and my sister. And honestly, that made me feel like being a mom was just a lot, like too much. Like, too much for me to even want to deal with, because you literally barely have time to yourself. And I love spending time with myself. I love my self-care days. I love shopping for myself, doing my nails. I love doing that. And I knew that being a mom cuts off that, because you kind of have to build your schedule around your child. And yes, you do. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, I have to do this depending on him, but I don't mind it because he comes first, you know? And because I saw my mom growing up like that, I thought that it was a burden. Like, it was just not okay to, you know, spend time by yourself, you know? I don't know how to explain that part, but you know, if you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Like I just felt like though when I saw my mom doing things for me and my sister instead of doing things for herself, I really kind of felt bad for her because dang, like you didn't have to have kids. You know, all you had to do was not have kids, not have us, and you would be outside, okay? And that made me think like she kind of resented us. Although she didn't act like it, I just felt like if I was a mom, I would be resentful because, you know, you don't get time to yourself. But being a mom now, at least in this first chapter of being a mom, I am so far loving it. And speaking to moms that have kids that are like 18, 21, I feel like that feeling does not ever go away. Like your kid always comes first. So, you know, so I'm just excited for this journey and to love him in the best way that I can, you know. If you are dealing with any of these fears and any of these uncertainties, I really urge you to go to Christ and ask him to, ask him for help, ask him for clarity, ask him to help you to not move in fear, but to move in his name. I think this pregnancy has been the biggest evidence that I'm capable of loving, and I'm not a selfish person, I'm not a horrible person, I'm just like, I think it has given me confidence to who I am. Like, it makes me feel even more worthy of God's love. You know, like, yes, I knew I was worthy, I knew I was saved, but now, because I know how, you know, how having a child is, I can only imagine how God feels about me. You know, like, God loves me. You know, I know God loves me because the way I love my child is crazy. So I know that God is like so in awe of me. I know that he's proud of me. I know that I'm making him smile when I turn from evil. So yeah, it's just, you know, being a mom has really elevated my relationship with Christ. Being a wife has elevated my relationship with Christ, and I'm starting to realize just everything in life is gonna make me see Jesus in a whole new way, and I'm excited for it. Like all these faith talks, like I was looking back at my journey with Jesus, and I was like, oh my gosh, my relationship with Jesus is just going up and up and up and up. Like I'm just seeing him differently now. I'm just so grateful for him and for him loving me the way he loves me and helping me to go through this journey with my pregnancy, because it was hard, but it was great to know that I could depend on him. And another thing is, like, if you love Jesus, like, you know, like loving Jesus who you can't see, you can't touch, you can only love someone that you can touch and feel and all that. Like, you can only love them more, because loving Jesus is a hard task within itself. You know, especially when you are going through stuff, like loving God and trusting him, it can be a little difficult. So loving someone that came out of your body, came out of your womb, oh, that is easy. That is easy task, okay? I remember, like, when I was like 25, a lot of my friends were like, oh my god, I can't wait to be a mom, I can't wait to have a baby, I can't wait, oh my gosh, yeah. And I was like 22, I was like, I never thought about it. Never even came to my mom like, oh, being a mom would be great. No. Like, I like being single. I can literally get up and go. And now that I'm a mom, it's like, I want another one. I want another. And making them is so fun. Okay, I'm getting out of hand. Let me put my eyebrows on. I don't know how I feel about it. How do you feel about being shirtless? Are you okay with that? Yes or no?
Are they okay with that?
How do you...
This is my house.
Okay. Okay, but this is good for YouTube.
Are they okay with that?
How you feel like God... Like, what do you feel God did while I was pregnant? Like, what do you think God told you about becoming a dad? Not being a dad, but becoming a dad. Like, how do you think that changed your perspective? How did you feel about being a dad before I got pregnant? Come on, make it quick.
Man, you can just ask a deep question like that.
Just make
out of
it
nowhere on Super Bowl Sunday.
Make it quick.
About being a dad? I wasn't sure. I thought it was gonna be a lot of sacrifices for sure, but I wasn't sure like what it would be. So that was kind of interesting and scary, to be honest.
And how you feel about those? Like, how you feel about those sacrifices? Because it's true.
I feel like they're needed now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even. It's like automatic. It's like natural.
Natural.
To do these things. So.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that it encourages you to have a baby. I hope that it encourages you to seek God about having a child if that's something that you are nervous about or scared about or questioning. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I got to share this faith talk with you guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the sunlight.